Way to go, Browns, beating the Bengals. That was a great Christmas present. Merry Christmas to y'all. It's probably a couple days after Christmas. I shot this right after the game, so this is a couple days before Christmas. But I'm pretty sure we're going to air this on Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to Browns in Our Blood. Like I said, it is Christmas time, so, you know, me and Anthony couldn't be together like we usually do. We'll be back together next week. It's going to be a condensed version because I want to enjoy the holidays. But I do want an overview because I was excited. It was a great game. So we hold the Pittsburgh Steelers' destiny in our hands. But before we get to that Ravens game next week, that Ravens game that we're going to win, let's talk about this week's game. Sold out crowd. Baker called out the Cleveland Browns supporters to come support the game, and we showed up big time. So one big way to show up, Cleveland fans, sold out game. That's the kind of atmosphere I expected. That's how the future is going to look. I think we saw what the future of the Browns is going to look like. One of the things that really stood out to me this game was the receivers. The receivers, you could tell we're finding our identity. Once again, I know we're playing the Bengals, so we can't go but so crazy. But we're making plays, and they're catching everything. Breshad Higgins, he had a couple big plays, and then that touchdown, the effort on that touchdown, that's inspired play. That's what Baker does. Landry making some really tough catches. And Njoku, that's what we expect. We got to have that all the time from Njoku. Man, we look good. Receivers, and Perryman? From Landry to Perryman? Oh my goodness. I just like the receivers. Please bring them back. Bring Perryman back. Bring Higgins back. I believe something is developing there. Developed talent could be the next stars. I feel like the receivers are getting the identity. Njoku definitely. Now, Njoku definitely has one of the best celebration routines I've seen. That stomp. That's top 5 celebrations in the NFL. That's just me. That's what I think. We got elite QB with Baker, and we got elite running back with Nick Chubb. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking some more of that Baker Berry Kool-Aid. Ooh, that defense stepped up. Oh my goodness. Denzel Ward, 5 tackles, 5 solo. Myles Garrett, 5 tackles, 3 solos, 3 sacks. Shutout first half. What I think about Baltimore? I think it's going to be a real defensive game. Now, I think of the two offenses, I think we have the best offense. I think Baltimore is playing with a rhythm, but I think we're also playing with a rhythm now, too. I think our defense can contain Lamar Jackson. Their defense ain't no joke. We're not going to run on them like we used to. Baker's going to have to make some plays. So it's going to be a defensive game, which means it comes down to the field goal. And they do have Justin Tucker. So I am a little worried, but that's what I think. I think it's going to be a real defensive game. But I think if Baker and them show up, we can pull this game. We can win this game. You know, it's a win-win for us. I want the W, but at the same time, I don't know. Ravens, Steelers, it's almost the same thing. I don't know. Fantasy football, when I checked, I think I came in second place. Mischievous came in first. But I think I'm still winning overall. I had 2 fantasy football games yesterday, championships. I lost both of them. One was to our co-host who comes on every once in a while, B-Hyphen, Kellen Conley. He beat me in the championship for some good money, too. I left some money on the table yesterday. But second place gets some money, too, so I'm cool. Damn, I lost both my championships. But we play fantasy football. Make sure y'all check us out. We'll be playing definitely again this week. Get you some money, man. Links down in the description. Check it out. That's all I got, man. Once again, Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you next week. I'm going to shoot it over to Anthony, or maybe Anthony's going to shoot it over to me. However that's going to go. We'll be back like we usually do. Browns in our blood. Let's go, Browns. We're going to beat the Ravens, baby. We're going to beat the Ravens.
What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. As you heard Eric say already, we are separated from each other because we spent time with families and all that. Just want to give a quick thought on the game, the Cincinnati game. It was fun to watch. Really fun. I love the confidence that this team has right now. And there is no denying the chemistry that has formed. The Landry play to Perryman stood out. That was such a fun little wrinkle in Kitchenson's game plan. And just the play overall, Nick Chubb played lights out. Run after run, he just kept getting 10, 12, 20-yard runs, and it was awesome. I loved watching that. Got a spotlight on Jannard Avery. He had 2 sacks, could have had an interception. It was just awesome to see him just break out and have that awesome game. The team overall as a defense played really well. Ogunjobi from the inside of that defensive line, he was wreaking havoc all game long. It's really, really exciting when you look at that stuff and see what's going to happen for next year, especially now that the playoffs are out of reach, which is kind of disheartening. And as Eric touched on in his little video, since I kind of peeked a little bit, the Steelers having to root for the Browns, Steelers fans, that's kind of funny. My thoughts on the Baltimore game. I don't think it's going to be low scoring. I don't think it's going to be a defensive game, as defensive as Eric thinks. I do think that it'll be a good one to watch because, like he said, Baltimore is clicking. Having Lamar Jackson in there as another element to their offense that we have to account for. You know, his running ability is just something that you don't have to worry about with Joe Flacco. So I think that's going to be an interesting twist to the game. They do like to be run-oriented first, and I don't think, as we talked about the first time around, I don't think their receivers are as scary. But it should be fun to watch. Obviously hoping for a win. Would love to spoil the Ravens getting out of the playoffs. See, this week is, for us as Browns fans, this is a win-win situation. Because either way you look at it, one of the teams in the division, we're spoiling their playoff hopes. Which is so much fun. Especially given the history with the Ravens being the former Browns and moving. Don't care who goes into the playoffs for the AFC North. I'm just going to be excited to see us spoil one of those teams' chances. I think the Ravens' defense is going to see a heavy dose of Nick Chubb, which should be expected the way he's played. He's been the most consistent player on our offense. As Eric already mentioned, we got the FanDuel League. Be sure to join. The link is in the description. We'll be playing again next week. If you like our videos, then hit the little bell. Get notifications for when we post. You can be at Monstalung Soundvizion. Get all his content. That's Eric's YouTube channel. Get all his content. Hit the notification. Subscribe, comment, like the videos. Definitely keep the comments coming. We love doing that. And we hope you all have a Merry Christmas. We'll be back next